Okay, next up is Rodolfo.
Yeah, I'm Rodolfo. Hello, Judy. I loved your answer to the question of Sabine very much about letting be me guided, just the Holy Spirit. And I have a question. I think you knew Treya Wilbur, the ex-wife of
very well
of Ken Wilber. And could you tell us a bit about her? I feel so much related to her. I only read the book Grace and Grit, in German Mut und Gnade, and I was so much touched by this soul.
Well, first of all, when I knew her name was Tracy. She changed it to Treya, probably right around the time she and Ken got married. She liked Treya better. So I still think of her as Tracy Trey because I knew her so long and so well. What can I tell you about her? A beautiful woman, inside out. She had a higher sense of purpose than most people I know. What do I mean by that? I believe that Treya's whole life was her path to Ken. I believe that people have messages, and Ken Wilber certainly has stimulated many people with the questions and the answers and the messages that he gives. He needed someone in his life to ground him in love. Now, could he not do it himself? A lot of us have trouble doing it ourselves. I knew Ken's parents. I knew the kind of judgments that they, number one, had about their very brilliant son and what he could become, and their confusion about what he did become. So seeing Ken meet Treya, and she met through our group, because Ken was living for a time with Francis and Roger, who are my very good friends, psychiatrist and his wife, a psychologist. And we made it possible, a group of us, for him to come to live with all of us and to grow. And he never really had anyone close in his life before. And when we introduced him to Treya, there was an instant recognition between the two of them that was lovely to see. And it was as if she understood, and we say in English, she got him. She understood what he was and who he was right away, and she was determined to serve him. So in that sense, she was the angel that came into his life to open him to love. And I think that she was about as perfect a person as he could possibly discover. Also, Ken very much lived in his head, highly intellectual. I don't think he ever really had an experience of anyone ill. And Treya was dying. She discovered on the night of their honeymoon a lump in her breast. And instead of going on a honeymoon, she went for a biopsy. And that was the way it became apparent to her that she had some work to do with herself. And we'll say healing, because although ultimately she did not survive, there was healing in her mind and she was ready to go. One could never imagine the change in Ken from someone who was so bookish and so learned and so hungry for learning to stop everything he was doing and take care of this woman who he loved. So what I could say about Treya is I always thought she was an angel before. And after she passed, I knew she was for him. She transformed his life. She made it possible for him to continue in many ways. That's about, if I had a picture right here, I have pictures, I can send them to you. Give me your email, I'll send you pictures of them at their wedding.
Thank you very much. That's was the same feeling for myself, that she was really a huge soul.
Yes, she was. She
And-
was. We say something about people. I don't know. We think about it much, but we say it means we're feeling it. She's very pure. She had very little complications in her life. I think she came in aware, highly aware of love and who she was.
And she was a student of the course?
No, she was not. She was a student of many things, many different paths. And what I could say was she was a student of the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Many different ways, we're told. And she had her ways, but she got there.
Thank you, Judy.